year, we bring on the Director of Recreation, Paul Odessa, to talk about the recreational programs that the City of Elizabeth will offer for the summer, and the programs for the summer of 2013 and where they are held. Director Paul Odessa of Recreation, welcome to the show.
Well, glad to be back, Mayor.
And some of the work the Recreation Department has done to get ready for this summer.
Well, as you know, Mayor, we've been working on this program for at least 2 months. We were going through our selection process of hiring staff to work at our playgrounds and our day camps, some maintenance personnel, and also some clerks for the City Hall. So that process is ongoing. We're now in the process of now assigning individuals to certain playgrounds. We have 17 playgrounds throughout the City of Elizabeth that we need to staff. Because we do provide a lot of games for kids from 10 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and also we provide them with a food and a snack in the afternoon. That program's been going on for 21 years. This is our 21st year. We serve approximately about 1,500 lunches at our playgrounds a day, and it's been a great program, as you know. So we're getting ready, like I said, looking forward to another great summer.
And we do this in partnership with the Board of Education?
Absolutely. Board of Education Food Services Department is our food vendor. They've been great over the last 21 years. It's very difficult when you have approximately, we have 18 sites that we have, and also we take on private sites. So if you have a private day camp or Bible camp within the City of Elizabeth, we will provide those lunches and make sure they're delivered at those sites also.
So with school about to finish, the summer weather's already here, as we could tell. We had our first heat wave last week. What programs can residents expect from the Recreation Department this summer?
Well, obviously regarding the heat, we have already opened up the spray or splash park at Mickey Walker over on 860 Anna Street. Right now, it's only going to be open on weekends until school is dismissed. But on July 1st, we will be opening 7 days a week on this particular site. We also have 6 other sprays throughout the city that will be opening on July 1st also. And the Erskine Recreation Center in-ground pool will be open by July 1st. So we're ready for the heat, and hopefully the kids come out and enjoy the summer at our sites.
Now, I was told that last weekend, the first time the Mickey Walker Splash Park opened, or the spray park, that it was packed.
Well, that's great.
This is the third year?
It's the third year of the Splash Park, and it's been great. I mean, if you go by there on any day of the week, now on the weekends, you see so many kids, not only the kids, but the families, interacting with one another. And it's just a great family environment for the residents that come to the Mickey Walker Recreation Center.
Now, the summer heat, I think, has arrived earlier than everybody thought.
Yes.
Now it's kind of got a little cooler, but last week it was 3 straight days in the 90. And what are the schedules for the pool and the spray parks?
Well, the spray park, like I said, is right now it's only going to be open on the weekends from 11 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. Once we get into July 1st, it will be open 7 days a week from 11 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. And same thing with our in-ground pool. That will be open from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night. And of course, if the heat gets really, really bad, we get into another severe heat wave, what we generally have done in the past is where a lot of the spray parks, not the one at Mickey Walker, but the ones that are in the playgrounds, we may keep them open later so kids can still stay cool during the evening hours.
So that water will run longer then?
Yes, if it's necessary, we will keep those sprays open longer, so kids are not going out, opening up hot fire hydrants and whatnot.
Earlier in the show, you mentioned about the day camps, and how many are there, and where are they?
Well, like I said, we have the playgrounds that are just open playgrounds. You just come and go as you please. However, we also have 5 day camps throughout the City of Elizabeth. They are by registration only. The registration is going to be on Tuesday, June 25th. And at 5 o'clock, you have to go to the particular day camp that you want to register your child in. We have the Elmore Racquet Club, which is at 21 Fernwood Terrace. We have the Mickey Walker Recreation Center, which is 800 Anna Street. Noah Evans Logan Recreation Center, which is 163 First Street. Frederick Slavin Center, which is in Bayway at 515 Richmond Street, and also Hanratty Complex at 914 Westfield Avenue. So they can come on Tuesday, June 25th to register their child. They have to come in with a proof of residency, also a birth certificate. The ages are 5 through 10, and they're going to be open from Monday through Friday from 10:30 to 3:30. So these camps are a little more structured with arts and crafts, and also you have to be pre-registered.
And they also get, as you said, a lunch and
They
a
also
snack?
get a lunch and an afternoon snack. What we do is we have 2 sessions. You can sign your child up for the first session or the second session. The first session runs from July 1st through July 26th, and the second session runs from July 29th through August 22nd.
Can you do both sessions?
You can do both if we have available space.
If you have available space,
Yes.
you can do both.
Yes.
And every year we usually fill out, right?
We fill out pretty much in most of our locations. What we do is we take the first 25 on a first come, first serve basis. And what happens is that we may open it up if the waiting list is maybe up to like 5 or 6 or 7. We may bring in a couple extra. What happens generally is that the children don't always show up every day. So the average is pretty much at that 25.
And there's counselors there to work with them all day long, too.
You know, like I said, we've been hiring counselors for the past couple months. Many of our counselors are returning from previous years, and our counselors overall do a great job. And so looking forward to another
How do you
summer.
register? You got to come to recreation?
We
department?
to register for day camps, you have to go to that particular day camp.
Or you go to the site?
To the site. If you want to register at Elmore Racquet Club, you go to Elmore Racquet Club on Tuesday, June 25th at 5 o'clock, or any other site that you want. If you want more information, you can call the Recreation Department at 908-820-4222.
Now, are the different age groups for different camps, or it's all the same?
It's all the same. It's all 5 to 10.
5 to 10 at all the camps?
Yes.
The summer food program that we've done, you said 1,500 lunches a day.
We serve approximately 1,500 lunches a day, and like I said, it's been a great program from the start. It's totally funded through the federal government and administered through the state of New Jersey, so there's no cost to the taxpayer here in Elizabeth to provide these lunches. And what happens as you know, Mayor, in the summer, a lot of these kids go out playing, and they'll go all day without eating, and hopefully we can provide a service that is very beneficial to these children and also their parents.
But in order to get a lunch, you have to be registered.
No, you don't have to be registered for lunch. All you have to do is be under 18 years of age.
Under 18 years of
You
age?
show up at a playground and you'll get a lunch and a snack, as long as you're under 18 years of age.
Okay. And every year we've hosted fireworks at the waterfront. But this year, that's going to change because of Hurricane Sandy. Maybe you can talk about it.
Unfortunately, as you know, Mayor, the fireworks has been a great show we've had every year and always look forward to it. With Hurricane Sandy, it left our waterfront in pretty bad shape. So it was a decision because of safety concerns that this year we were not going to have the fireworks because of those concerns. Hopefully, once the waterfront gets rebuilt, we'd like to bring them back. But unfortunately, this year we'll have to cancel because when you're bringing in 5,000, 10,000 people to the waterfront, and with the condition of the boardwalk and the recreation pier, it's just that there's a concern regarding safety, and the bottom line is we just don't want to see anyone getting injured.
And if anyone wants more information on things we discussed, who should they call and what number?
They can call the Recreation Department at 908-820-4222. And like I said, looking forward to another great summer.
Well, we thank you for your work in the Recreation Department and all of the work that you do in servicing the children of our city, and look forward to a great summer.
Thank you, Mayor.
For Director Paul Odessa, please stay with us after these messages, where for the second half of the show, I'll be joined by Leslie Sims, who is the Program Director for the Institute of Music for Children, another great nonprofit working this summer with young people from Elizabeth and the surrounding community. Welcome back to our city, where for the second half of the show, I'm joined by Miss Leslie Sims, who is the Program Director for the Institute of Music for Children. Leslie, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And tell us a little about yourself.
I'm a New Jersey native from Manasquan, New Jersey. I commute up to Elizabeth every day. I'm a retired actress and musician turned program director for arts administration, giving back to the community in something that I love a lot.
Well, you piqued my curiosity when you say retired actress and musician. Where were you acting, and what instruments or how?
I'm a pianist and singer, and I did most of my acting in New York when I was in grad school at NYU. The Eugene O'Neill Theater.
Sure.
And from there I did a lot of local community stuff. I came back down to the shore and started teaching. So I've been in arts administration now for 10 years, which takes up a lot of my time.
So is your graduate work in theater?
In educational theater.
Educational theater.
Yeah.
So I guess that prepares you to teach with young people?
Yes.
Now, how is it tough? I mean, teaching young kids?
It's always a challenge, but when you love something and you're passionate about it, that I think transfers onto the student, and therefore they enjoy what you're teaching them.
I'm sure there's always some that seem to get it quicker or may have some natural talent, right? I mean, I have none.
Right.
I love the theater, but I have no talent to do any of that. So, but to watch it, I think it's, the arts is terrific.
Yeah.
So how do you convince those kids that you need to keep working these skills, and the other kids that wind up like me are going to enjoy watching it for the rest of their life?
You really look at what they have to offer. Each child can have something different, whether they be a comedic actress or a serious or a singer. So you really just try to pull out their natural ability, natural talents.
And you're probably good at that.
I try.
Hey, good for you. So the audience may not know, the Institute of Music for Children, the City of Elizabeth has just gotten involved over the last couple of years through your executive director. Tell us, audience, what it is.
The Institute is a nonprofit arts organization. We have 4 main initiatives of programming. Our After School Institute, which we have a variety of arts classes, piano and private, in music, drama, filmmaking, creative writing. And students can come after school throughout the school year for about 24 weeks. We also have a Summer Institute, which is a 5-week performing arts camp, where we have students ages pre-K all the way up to 15 years old taking classes in those variety of arts forms. We have a Community Institute where we send our teachers out into the community to different agencies or organizations, and they do residency programs there. And then we also have a teen leadership program where we hire and train teens throughout the school year, and they become sort of like our camp counselors. So we keep ourselves really busy in the community. We started about 19 years ago at the Third Westminster Presbyterian Church. And about 8 years ago, we incorporated into our own nonprofit. And under Alicia Souter, the executive director, over the last 8 years, we have just seen tremendous growth, and we're very proud.
I met Betty Bryant.
Yes.
That's
she's
how
our
I
board,
got involved.
Our board president.
She's still the board president.
Yes.
And she was the one, I guess, that hooked me, and I went to a performance, I would say, and I've asked the Community Development Block Grant funding to help that program. Even though it's a little bit, it helps a little bit.
Yes.
So is Betty still involved, or?
Betty is like the driving force. She's the heart behind everything. She's the reason why we're there, and all the volunteers from the church who started it and wanted to give back to the community. We still have our performances. We had 3 shows at the end of May. We had about 260 students participating in those shows, and they were all able to showcase their talents, whether it be from music exploration all the way to filmmaking or singing a solo to a group song and dance piece.
Now, you said you come up every day. You have stuff to do during the winter as opposed to just a summer camp as well?
Yes. So we operate Tuesday through Saturday. So we have after school classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays. And the Tuesday classes are growing right now. Our Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are really popular.
What's the age, Leslie?
Pre-K through adult now.
But they're not together, right?
They're not
No.
together, so you can select a specific class. So if you're coming after school, you really want to do one hour class a week, or 2 if you want to come on 2 different days of the week.
Now, do we charge for this? Do you charge?
Yes,
You
we do charge some tuition. It is low cost. We do subsidize for the rest. We do a lot of grant writing, try to build partnerships, and fundraise.
I know. I've been asked. I've been in that the fundraising aspect. And you hit a lot of people, which is really good. So how's 2013 going so far?
It's been really successful. Our student body has grown in the After School Institute from about 180 last year to 260 this year. And our summer program this year, we're hoping for 150. Last year we were about 140, so we can accommodate that much more.
And Leslie, I attended the 7th annual Spring Fling, it would have been last weekend. And what exactly was this?
It's our annual fundraiser for our members that belong both to our After School Institute and Summer Institute. We really see it as a way to celebrate our organization, our members, our families, and we do a 5K, a Walking for the Arts 5K, where our students and parents receive a pledge form and they go around to their neighbors, family and friends, and get sponsors to collect funds. And then once everyone is walking, there's a flea market that's being set up on the church property. So we have dozens of vendors there selling their, unique treasures to clothes and books. And then alongside that, we have a music fest now where our artists and instructors have a live band, and we have these old antique boardwalk games that we make for the kids to play and win prizes.
Now, Leslie, it would seem to me that the successes early have encouraged more young people to sign up, and therefore the growth in the number of students that are there. Do you see that happening? One person tell another, hey, this is a good thing where you should show up in the summer, especially if you can play the piano or play the guitar or
Our
something.
greatest marketing tool is the word of mouth.
Sure.
And we have so many families who truly value what we're providing, the service that we're providing. Because not only do we do arts instruction and, it's great to be able to play the piano, but we're really focusing on building community through the arts. So every person that comes in feels like they're a part of something and they take a sense of pride in it. And for many of our families, they're looking for that sense of community. They're able to build relationships with one another, and their children are able to have friendships that, many of them claim that they don't get within the school system. So it's a lot deeper than just playing an instrument or,
I don't know if that's your original quote, building community through the arts, but I like it. It speaks volumes.
It really does.
And you mentioned the church, the Third Westminster Presbyterian Church, which is in the actually in Elizabeth, but it's on the border of Hillside.
Yes.
How's the relationship with the church? Because you're growing now, and I'm just curious, how's the relationship?
It's great. They're our home, so they allow us and they guide us and enable us to be there. We have 3 buildings on property at the Third Westminster and the Institute of Music.
Beautiful grounds, by the way.
Oh,
the
gorgeous.
Grass in the backyard area. Yeah.
Yes, we're building a community garden now too
You
out
are?
back there. So we've got
Tomatoes and
tomatoes, peppers, jalapenos, lettuce, some spinach, and hopefully we're going to build a culinary arts program and be able to give back to the community. And we do feed our teens on Friday nights. We have a big teen program, so we're hoping to use a lot of that food for our teen program.
good for you.
Yeah.
And the classes, we talked about it, and the grants, you don't get involved in that aspect. It must be tough, though.
It is, with funding cuts and, everyone vying for the small piece of the pie, it's hard to set yourself apart. But I do think that, we are unique in what we do because we provide a whole bunch of different services, from filmmaking to creative writing to poetry to, public speaking. So I think people really see the value in that, and we just work really hard. We do a lot of research and try to find unique opportunities.
So, Leslie, what's at the heart of the work that you do? I mean, how do you measure success?
Well,
a smile on a kid's face?
Yes, the smile. We hold member meetings where parents, it's like an orientation, and they happen about 3 weeks into the program. And when we hear a parent talking about how their child didn't want to speak in front of anyone before they came to our program, or they didn't have any friends before they came to our program, that's really how we measure about what these parents are saying back to us. And our tagline really is harmony, helping achieve responsible, motivated, optimistic neighborhood youth.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but that's how we measure.
You run the Comprehensive Arts Camp over the summer, and you talked about some of it. Are the kids broken up into different areas of the arts?
They choose their top 4 favorite classes, but each student gets 8 different arts classes a week. So it's a really great overview of programming. So, they may come in and that they want to specialize in piano, but they get so much more than that. They may discover some hidden talents, and then they continue on in the After School Institute in whatever their passion may be.
I think the arts are important for all, but naturally, if you have an artistic background, it even becomes more important. So how do you hone those skills?
Well, I think you need to stay focused, determined. You can't get discouraged, and you have to let the little voices inside your head that say you can't, let them go, and just, be yourself, be unique.
And Leslie, your goals?
My goals, to keep working hard, to keep growing the Institute, and to see where we go.
Well, we thank you for all your work, and if anybody needs more information about your programs, who should they call? Or
They can contact me.
oh, you're the everybody, right?
I am the everybody, although I have some great support staff, Ina Gomez and Giovanna Sarmiento. So we're all happy to help you.
And the phone number?
908-469-1211, extension 6.
Leslie, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us on the show, and I look forward to a productive summer with the Institute.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. That's okay. For Leslie Sims on the second half of the show on the Institute of Music for Children, and Paula Dessa, the Director of Recreation, enjoy the summer. We'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.